Movie lovers and holiday enthusiasts, welcome. Get ready for a journey through the finances of holiday movies as we count down the 10 highest-grossing Christmas movies of all time. We'll rank each movie according to how much it grossed at the box office. But keep in mind that these movies are evergreens that bring in additional revenue year after year. You see, holiday movies have become big business, and all these movies have ranked up huge amounts of money at the box office and still do to this day through streaming and television. You will also notice that the most popular holiday franchises are represented several times on our countdown. These films didn't just capture hearts, they captured box offices around the world, earning hundreds of millions of dollars and cementing their place as holiday legends. But the top 3 highest grossers on this list might surprise you. We'll see when we get there in a few minutes. From family comedies to animated adventures, these movies have become as essential to Christmas as stockings and snow. So grab some hot cocoa, settle in by the fire, and let's begin our countdown of cinematic holiday magic. Starting off our countdown at number 10 is The Santa Claus from 1994, with a worldwide gross of approximately $190 million. This Tim Allen comedy launched an entire franchise and redefined the modern Christmas movie. The premise is brilliantly simple. An ordinary dad accidentally causes Santa to fall off his roof, puts on the red suit, and discovers he's legally obligated to become the new Santa Claus. Director John Pasquin created a perfect blend of comedy and heart that appealed to both kids and adults. What made The Santa Claus so successful was its fresh take on the Santa mythology. Instead of simply believing in Santa, we watched someone become Santa, complete with magical weight gain, sudden beard growth, and an overwhelming craving for cookies and milk. Tim Allen brought his signature everyman charm to the role, making Scott Calvin's transformation both hilarious and touching. The film also tackled real issues like divorce, co-parenting, and the loss of childhood wonder with surprising depth. When young Charlie struggles to convince his mom and stepdad that his father is truly Santa, we feel his frustration. The Santa Claus reminded audiences that magic can break through even the most cynical adult hearts. Its success spawned 2 sequels and made the Santa Claus itself. That fine print on Santa's business card, part of our cultural lexicon. At number 9, we have The Holiday from 2006, which earned approximately $206 million worldwide. This romantic comedy brought together an all-star cast with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, and Jack Black for a transatlantic tale of love and self-discovery. Written and directed by Nancy Meyers, The Holiday follows 2 women who swap homes for Christmas. Amanda, a high-powered LA trailer editor, trades places with Iris, an English cottage-dwelling journalist. Both are nursing broken hearts, and both find unexpected romance in their new surroundings. What sets The Holiday apart is its sophisticated charm and genuine warmth. Nancy Meyers crafted 2 parallel love stories that feel authentic and earned. Kate Winslet's Iris finds confidence and self-worth while falling for Jack Black's sweetly nerdy Miles, while Cameron Diaz's Amanda discovers she can actually feel emotions again thanks to Jude Law's devoted single father, Graham. The film is a love letter not just to romance, but to the movies themselves. The character of Arthur Abbott, a legendary Hollywood screenwriter played by Eli Wallach, steals scenes and provides wisdom about love, life, and classic cinema. The Holiday proved that Christmas movies didn't need snow or Santa to succeed. Sometimes all you need is a cozy cottage, good company, and the courage to take a chance on love. Its success demonstrated the enduring appeal of smart, adult-oriented holiday romance. Number 8 brings us pure comedy gold with Elf, the 2003 film that grossed approximately $227 million worldwide and made us all want to put syrup on everything. Will Ferrell's portrayal of Buddy the Elf created a modern Christmas classic that's now impossible to imagine the holidays without. Directed by Jon Favreau, Elf tells the story of a human raised by elves at the North Pole who travels to New York City to find his real father. The fish-out-of-water premise provided endless comedy as Buddy's childlike innocence collided with cynical Manhattan. The genius of Elf lies in Will Ferrell's fearless commitment to the character's innocence. Buddy isn't stupid, he's purely, genuinely good. From eating gum off subway railings to decorating Gimbel's department store overnight, Buddy's adventures are endlessly quotable. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear, has become part of our cultural vocabulary. But beneath the laughs, Elf has genuine heart. It's about family, belonging, and rediscovering the joy we lose as we grow up. James Caan's transformation from workaholic cynic to loving father mirrors our own journey back to childhood wonder. The film's production design brilliantly contrasted the bright handmade world of the North Pole with the gray concrete of New York, making Buddy's optimism even more striking. Elf proved that Christmas movies could be smart, funny, and heartwarming all at once, and its $250 million gross showed that audiences were hungry for that combination. Coming in at number 7 is Love Actually from 2003, which earned approximately $246 million worldwide. Richard Curtis's directorial debut wove together 10 interconnected love stories set during the weeks leading up to Christmas in London, with an ensemble cast that reads like a who's who of British cinema. Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, Colin Firth, Liam Neeson, Keira Knightley, Alan Rickman, and many more. All in the same movie. Love Actually became a phenomenon that divided critics but united audiences worldwide. The film's structure was revolutionary for a romantic comedy. Rather than following one couple, Curtis created a tapestry of relationships: a widower bonding with his stepson, a prime minister falling for his assistant, a writer finding love despite a language barrier, and a wife discovering her husband's betrayal. Some stories were pure fairy tale, others heartbreakingly real. The genius was in how they all connected, creating a portrait of love in all its forms. Love Actually has become essential holiday viewing for millions. Who can forget the iconic scene of Mark declaring his love for Juliet using cue cards, or the heartbreak of Emma Thompson unwrapping a Joni Mitchell CD when she expected jewelry? The film captured both the magic and the mesinsis of the season. Its opening montage at Heathrow Airport, showing real people reuniting with loved ones, set the perfect tone. Love Actually is all around. The movie's massive success helped establish the holiday ensemble romance as its own subgenre. Nearly $250 million later, it proved that audiences craved stories acknowledging that Christmas isn't perfect, but it's still worth celebrating. At number 6, we have The Polar Express from 2004, which took audiences on a magical journey worth approximately $316 million worldwide. This groundbreaking film brought Tom Hanks to life in multiple roles through revolutionary motion capture technology. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, The Polar Express adapted Chris Van Allsburg's beloved children's book, creating an immersive train ride to the North Pole that became a visual spectacle. Hanks voiced the conductor, Santa Claus, the hero boy, as an adult, and several other characters, showcasing the technology's potential. The film's pioneering use of performance capture was both praised and criticized. Some found the animation mesmerizing, while others felt it fell into the uncanny valley. But there's no denying its impact on cinema technology. The movie pushed boundaries, paving the way for future motion capture masterpieces. Its IMAX 3D presentation was particularly stunning, making audiences feel like they were truly aboard the train. What makes The Polar Express truly special is how it captured the essence of childhood belief, that moment when you're right on the edge between magic and reality. The conductor's words echo through time: seeing is believing. But sometimes the most real things in the world are the things we can't see. The first gift of Christmas, a silver bell from Santa's sleigh that only true believers can hear, became a powerful metaphor. Josh Groban's Believe became an instant Christmas classic, perfectly capturing the film's message about faith and wonder. With over $316 million earned worldwide, The Polar Express proved that audiences were ready to board that train to the North Pole, whether they could hear the bell or not. Our number 5 spot goes to A Christmas Carol, that timeless classic by Charles Dickens that has been adapted to the silver screen countless times. This is the 2009 version of A Christmas Carol, Disney's motion capture adaptation that earned approximately $325 million worldwide. Robert Zemeckis returned to motion capture technology to bring Charles Dickens's timeless tale to life, with Jim Carrey playing Ebenezer Scrooge at every age, plus all 3 Christmas ghosts. This was Dickens supercharged, darker, more intense, and visually spectacular. The film didn't shy away from the story's gothic horror elements, creating genuinely frightening sequences alongside heartwarming redemption. A Christmas Carol has been adapted countless times, but this version distinguished itself through sheer technical achievement. The Victorian London created through CGI was breathtakingly detailed. from cobblestone streets to Scrooge's counting house. The ghost of Christmas past was an otherworldly candle being. Christmas present was a jovial giant, and Christmas yet to come was utterly terrifying, exactly as Dickens intended. Jim Carrey brought remarkable range to Scrooge, showing us the bitter miser, the heartbroken young man, and finally, the joyfully transformed philanthropist. The performance capture technology allowed for incredibly expressive acting, particularly in Scrooge's face during his journey through past, present, and future. What makes this version special is its faithfulness to Dickens's social commentary while being visually contemporary. Scrooge's transformation from bah humbug to I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year felt earned and powerful. At $325 million worldwide, this Christmas Carol proved that classic stories told with cutting-edge technology and respect for the source material can still captivate modern audiences. Dickens's message about compassion, generosity, and second chances remains eternal. Taking the number 4 spot is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live-action 2000 adaptation starring Jim Carrey, which earned an impressive $346 million worldwide. Ron Howard directed this ambitious adaptation of Dr. Seuss's beloved tale, and Jim Carrey disappeared into 3 hours of makeup daily to become the green curmudgeon himself. The production design by Michael Korenblith was extraordinary, creating a fantastical Whoville that felt both alien and familiar. A perfect realization of Dr. Seuss's whimsical world brought into 3 dimensions. Carrey's performance was nothing short of virtuosic. He brought incredible physicality, improvised humor, and surprising emotional depth to the Grinch. The film expanded Dr. Seuss's simple story into a full narrative, giving us the Grinch's backstory and explaining why his heart was 2 sizes too small. We learned about his childhood trauma, his exclusion from Who society, and the pain that turned him bitter. Some purists objected to these additions, but millions embraced this more complex take. What resonates most is the film's exploration of isolation and redemption. The Grinch isn't just mean, he's deeply lonely, hurt, and rejected. When little Cindy Lou Who, played charmingly by Taylor Momsen, shows him unconditional kindness, it plants a seed that eventually grows into transformation. Martha Mayhovier's romantic subplot added adult appeal, while the elaborate Whoville celebrations showcased stunning production values. The film's Oscar-winning makeup by Rick Baker was a technical marvel, and songs like You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch by Jim Carrey himself became instant classics. At $346 million, this Grinch proved that darker, edgier takes on children's classics could succeed when done with love and creativity. The message remains timeless. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. The bronze medal goes to Home Alone 2, Lost in New York from 1992, which earned approximately $359 million worldwide. Chris Columbus returned to direct this sequel that proved lightning could strike twice. Macaulay Culkin reprised his role as Kevin McAllister, the kid with the worst luck in family vacations. This time, instead of being left home alone, Kevin boards the wrong plane and ends up in New York City while his family heads to Florida. The Wet Bandits, now calling themselves the Sticky Bandits, return, and Kevin must defend the Plaza Hotel and a toy store from their schemes. What made Home Alone 2 so successful was that it understood bigger isn't always better. It's about being different. New York provided a massive playground for Kevin's adventures. From the glamorous Plaza Hotel to Central Park to a creepy townhouse rigged with traps, the settings were iconic. Tim Curry's performance as the suspicious concierge added comedic gold, and Donald Trump made his famous cameo directing Kevin to the lobby. The film expanded on everything audiences loved about the original, while giving us new emotional depth. Kevin's friendship with the Pigeon Lady, played brilliantly by Brenda Fricker, paralleled the first film's relationship with Old Man Marley. Both explored themes of loneliness, misunderstanding, and finding family in unexpected places. When Kevin helps the Pigeon Lady overcome her fear of people, we see his growth from the first film. The booby traps were more elaborate and cartoonish, paint cans swinging in an under-construction townhouse, bricks dropped from 4 stories up, and electrocution via sink. The violence was Looney Tunes level absurd, and kids loved every minute. At $359 million worldwide, Home Alone 2 proved that Kevin McAllister was box office gold. It remains a holiday tradition, teaching us that even in the biggest city, Christmas magic can happen. Our runner-up, earning an astounding $477 million worldwide, is Home Alone from 1990, the film that started it all. John Hughes wrote, and Chris Columbus directed this perfect storm of holiday comedy that turned 80-year-old Macaulay Culkin into a superstar overnight. The premise was every kid's fantasy and every parent's nightmare. What if you got your Christmas wish, and your family actually disappeared? 80-year-old Kevin McAllister gets exactly that when his family accidentally leaves him behind during their Christmas vacation to Paris. The original Home Alone was lightning in a bottle. Culkin's performance was remarkably natural. He made Kevin clever, vulnerable, and utterly relatable. His scream into the bathroom mirror after applying aftershave became one of the most iconic images in cinema. The film brilliantly balanced slapstick comedy with genuine heart. John Williams's beautiful score, particularly Somewhere in My Memory, added emotional depth that elevated the movie beyond simple comedy. The booby traps Kevin sets for the burglars, Joe Pesci's Harry and Daniel Stern's Marv, were ingeniously creative and hilariously brutal. From tar-covered stairs to paint cans to the face, from blowtorches to icy steps, Kevin turned his house into a cartoon battlefield. The physical comedy was perfectly executed, giving us some of the most memorable moments in film history. But what made Home Alone truly special was its heart. Kevin's relationship with his elderly neighbor, Old Man Marley, taught him that people aren't always what they seem. The scene in the church where Marley talks about estrangement from his son gave the film unexpected emotional weight. Kevin's journey from wanting his family gone to desperately wanting them back resonated with everyone. At $477 million worldwide, Home Alone became a phenomenon. It was the highest-grossing film of 1990 and remained the highest-grossing live-action comedy ever for 27 years. It's impossible to imagine Christmas without it. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the highest-grossing Christmas movie of all time, earning an incredible $513 million worldwide, Dr. Seuss' The Grinch from 2018. Illumination Entertainment brought The Grinch back to screens in gorgeous 3D animation. With Benedict Cumberbatch voicing the Green Grump and Pharrell Williams narrating, directors Yarrow Cheney and Scott Mosier created a visually stunning Whoville that honored Dr. Seuss's aesthetic while bringing modern animation technology to bear. Every frame was packed with color, detail, and whimsy. This version gave the Grinch a more sympathetic backstory. He's not evil, just lonely and overwhelmed by the excessive noise and commercialism of Christmas. Benedict Cumberbatch brought vocal nuance that made the Grinch funny, grouchy, and ultimately touching. His relationship with his dog Max was expanded and sweetened, giving us heartwarming moments alongside the mischief. What set this Grinch apart was its universal appeal. The animation was gorgeous enough for adults, the humor broad enough for kids, and the message clear for everyone. Christmas isn't about stuff, it's about togetherness. The film managed to critique commercialism while being distributed by Universal Pictures, a neat trick. Tyler, the creator's You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, gave the classic song a modern twist that went viral. Cindy Lou Who was given more agency and depth, planning to trap Santa to ask him to help her overworked single mother. This added contemporary relevance while maintaining the story's timeless themes. When the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes, we believe it because we've seen his journey from isolation to connection. At over $500 million worldwide, The Grinch 2018 proved that classic stories can be reimagined for new generations while honoring what made them special. Dr. Seuss's message, that Christmas means a little bit more than what comes from a store, resonated as powerfully in 2018 as it did in 1957. And there you have it, the 10 highest-grossing Christmas movies of all time. From the Santa Claus's $190 million to the Grinch's record-breaking $513 million. These films have earned over $3 billion combined, proving that Christmas movies aren't just holiday entertainment. They're cultural touchstones that bring families together year after year. What's remarkable is the variety: animated spectacles, romantic comedies, slapstick adventures, and heartwarming tales of redemption. Yet they all share something essential. They remind us what the season is really about. Whether it's believing in the impossible, reconnecting with family, finding love, or discovering that even the grouchiest heart can grow, these movies capture Christmas magic. So this holiday season, revisit these classics or discover them for the first time. Because in the words of Buddy the Elf, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. Thank you for joining our countdown. If you'd like more videos like this one, like and subscribe. And from all of us, Merry Christmas and happy watching.